A very good evening, Zimbabwe, and welcome to African Beyond Television Network. We continue to take a look on what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. And at this point in time this evening, let us look at a developing story. I've seen so many articles about Vice President Chiwenga's offices being relocated from, I think it's Munumtapa, to KG6, now Josiah what. Kozwa right here is saying that that is not true. They've posted and said we can confirm that the social media article that is saying retired General Dr. CGDN Chiwenga has moved back to stay at the military barracks at KG6 is fake. So two issues which I need to address right here. Kozwa is talking about staying at the military barracks, and the other reports are saying he has moved his offices too. These are two things which are different. Staying, when it means it's residence. It's about residential plans. Then offices, it's about work plans. So this is what Kozwa is saying. This is the position taken by Kozwa, but we do not know at this point in time if that is true or not. If that is true, the truth will not be told as it is to the public. The majority of the people would not know how this man is operating or how he's moving. But, at this point in time, it's very, very difficult for him to actually make key decisions because Mnangagwa remains quiet. Only the people around Mnangagwa are making noise. And he himself, he has not responded to whatever which is happening. He has not made moves himself to deal with anybody who is pro-Chiwenga so far. So people were expecting to see arrests being made. No arrests have been made so far. People were expecting to see quick changes being made within the government. So far, no changes have been made. So it's very difficult for him to actually make a move to say, I am now moving my offices from this place to that place, because it's going to escalate things. However, because of the political situation in Zimbabwe, the factional battles which we have seen in the past few days, the true testament that a lot is going to happen. You are going to see a lot of shifts, a lot of moves. You are going to see people switching security. You are going to see people hiring private security for themselves, putting additional surveillance on others, putting additional security on them and their families, as well as their allies. So it's most likely that you would see that if Comrade Geza is working with this team, you will see him being given security, and he's going to be protected. The most important thing is to know that it's difficult to make a move on Comrade Geza because the things which he raised are true. For example, Wignell Chivayo is corrupt. Askusungwa. There are people with evidence about his shenanigans, which means if Comrade Geza can bring such information to the public, then it becomes a problem. For example, let's say Comrade Geza is arrested today, and the next day Wignell Chivayo is arrested. What will happen? What will happen? It will be something different. So sometimes I believe it might be an issue. Let the sleeping dogs lie. So right now the news is that Comrade Geza has been fired from the party. But if you go to the secret society, the issue is that he has not been fired from ZANU-PF. They have recommended him being fired from ZANU-PF. If you go to the secret society, they are saying that recommendations have been placed before the ZANU-PF as a party and before President Emmerson Mnangagwa for Comrade Geza to be fired. So this needs to be discussed for them to agree to say, should we fire Geza? Because if they simply fire him, they will be in violation of the constitution of ZANU-PF itself, which says people must be brought to a fair hearing and they need to come respond to some of the issues that's raised by Babu. So in my own view, when I look at whatever which is happening, it's very, very difficult to tell the direction the politics in Zimbabwe is taking. And people need to tread cautiously. What we need to note is that there are certain key people who have remained quiet, leaders in ZANU-PF, who normally always respond. They are quiet. So we need to talk about why are these comrades quiet. We'll talk about it. So you can actually see that the political situation is tense in the nation of Zimbabwe, and if Vice President Chiwenga is to run away, is to move his offices from where they are, then it will look like he is running away. It will look like, it will not create a good picture. I'm not so sure what is going to happen, but this is my view. So we will be watching to see. I believe kuti it's more secure kunge muri pamwe chete than umwe nomwe ari kwake. Eventually when you see him making that move, what it means is there will be something else about to follow. At this point in time, these are just signs, zvichiri kutanga izvi kubata kwemimba kuri kuonekwa uku, which means we are going to see a lot of activities happening, underground currents, people each and every side trying to not to make mistakes. Then eventually, boom, something will happen. But remember, kuti panoitika chinhu chese kezvinezvi, because of technology, because of the era we are, information moves like wildfire. Remember, people are not happy. No one is happy with Emerson. Emerson danga rumwe munhu aingobvuma kuti ari kutadza kurana economy and to bring everyone onto the table, have discussions about how do we solve whatever which is happening in Zimbabwe, then clamp down on corruption. He must sacrifice on wakaita sana Chivayo, but askuda. So you can actually see that it's a very, very sad situation, because they will push each other to the wall up until they take each other out. But the solution is there. They need to talk, and talking, it also involves bringing each and every person onto the table, because ZANU-PF will not solve the economic mess which is there. Havana ideas, havana capacity, havana capability. So they will need Chamisa in this. So they will need to swallow their pride, invite President also Chamisa to avoid bloodshed. It's so simple. So it is what it is.